Hi, my name is Janet, and today I'd like to guide you through yoga for golfers. So get dressed in something comfortable, clothes you can easily move around in, and if getting up and down off the floor is challenging for you, you can add a chair and do this practice on a chair. So if you're ready, let's get started seated either on a chair or go ahead and sit down on the floor on your yoga mat. So yoga is a great way to complement your golf game. When practicing yoga, there are some benefits that will improve your game. I used to teach yoga in Palm Springs, where there's a whole lot of golf, and every yoga student that was also a golfer told me doing this practice improved his or her golf game. So what happens is we're going to build a little bit of strength and add flexibility, some balance, some intrinsic core work as well. And all of these things put together will help your drives get longer, your range of motion will improve, your endurance and your stamina is assisted. So yoga for golfers will definitely improve your yoga game. So start seated and maybe bring your hands to prayer position in front of your heart. And for just a moment, close your eyes and bring your awareness to your breath. Yoga breathing is concentrated and awareness on the breath and deepening the breath. Breathe slower. It might be helpful to place one hand on your tummy and one hand on your heart and just feel your body breathing. Slow it down and breathe slowly in and out of your nose. If your eyes are closed, open them up. I will draw your awareness to your breath throughout this shared practice. We'll begin with a little spinal twist. So as you sit up nice and tall, as if you are growing through your spine, through the crown of your head, breathe in. And as you breathe out, allow your shoulders to relax soft and down your back. Take your left hand to your right thigh, and your right hand is placed somewhere behind your back. As you breathe in, grow tall, and as you breathe out, carefully twist to the right. If this causes discomfort, soften out of it. You can hold onto the chair. If you're sitting on a chair, inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Begin to look behind you over your right shoulder. With every breath in, I want you to feel like you're lengthening through the crown of your head, and as you breathe out, relax your shoulders down and back. Take a couple more breaths here. Move slowly as you slowly begin to unravel the twist. And let's go to the second side. Take your right hand to your left thigh for support, and your left hand is somewhere behind you. It might rest like little fingertips, or if you've got really long arms, maybe the heel of your hand touches the floor, whatever works for you. Breathe in to grow tall and long, and breathe out to twist in the opposite direction. For me, it's to the left. With every inhale, grow a little bit taller, and as you breathe out slowly, perhaps you look behind you over your left shoulder. Breathe in to find length, and as you exhale, shoulders melt down and back. 2 more breaths here, keep breathing. On your next inhale, slowly begin to unravel back to center. Let's change positions. Come to your hands and knees, tabletop position on your mat. As you set yourself up, align your wrists and elbows beneath your shoulders. Looking back, you want your knees to line up right beneath your hips. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. And as you pause, take your gaze slightly forward so the back of your neck is nice and long rather than drooping through the head. Feel the power in your abdomen. At the bottom of each exhalation, imagine that you're pulling your belly up towards your spine. Maintain some of that connection. As you inhale, you'll feel the belly soften slightly. And as you breathe out, really pull the belly in tight. You can stay exactly like you are, or add a little bit of movement. As you breathe in, begin to soften your elbows a little, press your chest between your arms, lift your gaze, and lift your tail. Take a slow breath out as you round your spine into a cat stretch, like a scary cat on Halloween. Breathe in to drop your belly and lift your gaze. And as you breathe out, round the spine, draw your chin to your chest. Do this a few more times with your breath, moving slowly and deliberately. When you get to your cat pose, really pull the tummy in tight. Feel the core connection. Feel the tilt in your pelvis as you move between these two positions or postures. Do one more round. And then come back to a neutral tabletop position. Shift your body weight to the right palm. Turn your left hand under and gently press the back of your hand against the mat. Keep all the body weight into the right hand as the left hand turns under, just stretching your wrists. And then let's do the other side. Shift to the left palm, lift your right hand. Turn the palm up toward your body, toward the ceiling, and press the back of the hand gently into the mat. And then bring both hands back to the mat. Let's continue to stretch the wrists only as far as works in your anatomy with your body. Take your left hand, turn your fingertips back towards your knee. For some of you, the hand will only go part way, or maybe this doesn't work at all, and that's okay. Most of the weight is in my right hand, just a little in the left. If you like this stretch, maybe move back and forward just a little bit. Be careful with your body. And then let's release into the other hand. So the left hand comes down, the right fingertips point back, the palm is face down on the mat. Lean into the left palm so you don't put too much pressure on your right wrist. And then start to move forward and back a little bit, only if you did that on the first side. Whatever we do on one side of our body, we match it on the second side. Good. And then come back to all fingertips pointing forward. Let's move into a nice gentle twist. Take your left hand, sweep it up to the ceiling, breathe in. And as you exhale, slide your left arm underneath your right arm. Come to resting on your left temple, left shoulder. Take a few breaths here. Press firmly with the right palm into the mat and re-extend your left hand high, and then come back to tabletop. Let's try that on the other side. Take your right hand, reach it out to the side and up. And as you exhale, slide your right arm underneath your left arm. Come to rest on your right temple, right shoulder. Just take a few breaths here. Notice the easy stretch through your neck. I'm hoping it feels pretty good. Pressing your left palm firmly into the mat, unravel and reach your right hand high, and then come back to tabletop. Adding a little bit of abdominal strength to our practice, take your left foot to the back of the mat with your toes curled under. Perhaps you stretch the left hamstring by pressing the heel back and forth a few times. And then shifting forward, lift your left leg up off the mat, flex the foot, feel strong in the left leg, feel powerful in your core, and if you feel like you've got room for another challenge, take the opposite arm, your right arm forward. Look down at the mat in front of your face, keep long through your neck and strong in your abs. Hold for 3, 2, 1, bring it back down, tabletop. Let's try that on the other side. Take your right foot to the back of the mat, heel presses back. Maybe you stretch the hamstring on the first side by moving forward and back a few times. Try that here as well. And then come forward, lifting the right leg, keep your right foot flexed, toes turned toward the earth. And only if you did it on the first side, shift onto the right palm and extend the opposite arm, the left hand forward. Holding, looking slightly down, keep long through the neck. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead and release hands and knees to the mat. From here, we're going to curl the toes under and very slowly breathe out and find your way to down dog. Just take some time. Maybe it takes 2 or 3 breaths. Spread your fingers wide, feel strong in your arms. Let your head hang heavy. Look back at your feet. It's not important that your heels touch the mat. Let's really stretch the hamstrings by pedaling out the feet. Bend one knee, straighten the opposite leg, and press the straight leg heel toward the mat. And then switch legs. Do this on your own a few times. We're building core strength, upper body strength, and flexibility, extension in the back of your legs. How's your breath? Keep breathing. Now lift your gaze to your hands. Keep a generous bend in your knees and slowly walk to forward fold. Keep your feet separated, it'll help. Let your head hang heavy. If you feel safe here, maybe hold on to opposite elbows and sway gently side to side. Notice I'm keeping my knees bent. This takes the strain out of the lower back. And then releasing your hands down, soften your knees, and slowly roll all the way up. Your chin lifts off your chest at the very last moment. This is mountain pose. In mountain pose, we stand tall. We try to find equal weight in the feet, right and left foot. And then on the bottom of your foot, imagine the weight is even through the ball of your foot and the heel of your foot. So balance that out. Feel that connection. Standing firm and tall, roll your shoulders down and back, extend your fingertips down toward the earth, turn your palms forward, and just breathe. As a golfer, I know the shoulders are an area of the body that can get really tight, so we're gonna do some stretches for the shoulders next. We'll use mountain as the foundation. Take your arms and reach them out like the letter T. Take your right arm underneath your left arm and give yourself a hug. Pat yourself on the back for showing up on your mat today to do some yoga with me. Then take the lower hand to the upper elbow. For me, it's right hand to the left elbow. And send your upper arm out in front of you. For me, it's the left arm. Relax your shoulders down, stay tall, and draw the left arm, or whatever's your straight arm, across your chest. Feel the stretch in the shoulder. It's a great stretch for those of you that love to golf. Hopefully this will help your range of motion, help your swing. Let's take that arm all the way out and release both arms out so we can do the second side. So now I'm giving myself a hug to begin with the opposite arm. For me, left arm under right. From there, we're going to extend the upper arm and take the lower hand to the upper elbow. Keep the arm strong and straight as you draw the arm across your chest. For me, my right arm is moving to the left. Relax your shoulders down. Stay nice and tall. Good. One more breath here. And then release the arms out. With your arms out, turn your thumbs down. Bring your hands behind your back. I'll turn to the side so you can see. With my fingers behind my back, my stance is steady. Maybe I bend my knees. I send my fingertips down toward the earth, squeeze my shoulder blades together, and stand up as tall as I can. What a great counter stretch from that previous stretch we did. Take a couple breaths here, just feel it. Stay open in your heart, tall through the spine, and keep breathing. And then release your hands. Reach them over your head, maybe circle them wide. Bring your palms to touch, and as you exhale, bend your knees and bend forward all the way back down towards your mat. Release your fingertips to the mat and shift onto your right foot. Step your left foot as far back as you can, and then lower your left knee to the mat. Start to bring your hands up to the right thigh, and if you struggle for balance, you can toe heel the right foot or the front foot a little bit to the right. Let me ask you to press forward a little bit and check that your right knee does not move beyond the right ankle, such as this. This would put undue strain on the right knee, so move your foot forward if that's happening in your body. If you feel at all unstable, stay right here. If you feel okay, reach your arms high. If you want to take it a little further, lift up and look back. Look up and bend back. Better cue. And then rise back up. Take your right hand to your right hip and take your left hand and take a little side body stretch over. Tilt to the right. As you inhale, come back up. Reach both arms high and exhale your fingertips down. Let's stretch the right hamstring. Walk your hands back and straighten the right leg as much as you can. Pull your right toes back and bend down. Good. Take a couple more breaths here, just noticing what you feel. Always take care of your body. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Let's shift forward. Taking the fingertips or hands to the front of the mat, pick up the back knee, step forward and switch feet. Now my right leg steps to the back and I'll lower down to my right knee. Walk my hands up to the left knee and maybe toe heel it out to the left just a little bit. If I'm struggling for balance, that helps. Next thing we'll do is take the arms and reach them over our head and then open up your heart and take a little bit of a backward bend. Lift your gaze up if you feel safe doing this and bend back further. Take another breath and then rise back up. And now we'll release the left hand to the left hip and take a side body stretch over to the left. Just feeling the extension, the length through the right side of our body. Come back up to neutral. Reach both arms high, breathe in. And as you exhale, take your fingertips down. We're gonna take that hamstring stretch by pulling the hips back, straightening the front, left leg for me now, toes toward the shin as you bow down. Whatever we do on one side on yoga, we do it on the second side as equally as possible. Golf is one of those sports that's mostly one-sided, like your right-handed swing, right? So here we're trying to create a little more balance in the body. Let's begin to lift the gaze, shifting forward, pick up the back knee, and step forward. Let's do this again, shifting to the right, take the left foot back. Add a challenge. See if you can keep your back knee lifted off the mat. Pull your tummy in really tight and rise up and reach up. If this is too much, you can come back to the back knee like we just did. We're gonna add a little twist to this. We're gonna open it up to the right. Take your gaze back or look forward if you're struggling for balance. One more breath here. And then bring it all the way back up. Take your fingertips down, step forward, side two. For me, the right foot is stepping back. Pull the tummy in tight, and with core control, rise all the way up. Reach both of your arms high overhead. Just feel your strength, feel stable. And then if you tried it on the other side, do this here as well. Add a twist to the left, toward the front leg. And just breathe. If you struggle for balance, look forward. If you feel like you want more challenge, look back at your back arm. Really good. One more breath here. And then sweep both arms high, take them down to the mat, and step forward. From here, bend the knees and slowly round all the way up to standing. Woo. Once you come to standing, we'll find our way to balancing in tree pose. And doing tree pose in a yoga practice really helps your balance in those awkward moments on the course, like when you're stuck in a bunker or your ball lands on a slope. So having a good sense of balance will help you in those awkward situations. So to find tree pose, you feel both feet on the mat. We're gonna shift to one foot. I'm gonna shift to the left. Pick up your right knee and turn it out. The right foot can connect to the calf. You can have it as a kickstand on the floor, or for those of you that want more, you might take your right hand down, pick up the right ankle, place the right foot on your inner left thigh. Once you're there, your hands, woo, can come to heart center. Balance is, a challenge. Let's do that over, here we go. Maybe I should go lower. You could stay there, or reach your arms high. Whatever feels right, be creative with your upper body. There we go. We'll release slowly, hands back to your heart, and then lower your foot to the mat. Let's try the other side. So shift onto your other side. Remember what you did with the foot. You're gonna pick up the left foot, turn the foot out, knee out, and your foot can rest on your calf, maybe down like a kickstand, or I tried it on side one, so let's give it a try, bringing it to my inner thigh. Definitely more challenging. Maybe you bring your hands to prayer position or Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. And those of you that tried it on the first side, reach your arms overhead. Notice if one side is easier to balance on than the other. We're learning something about our body here. And then start to bring your hands back to your heart space and lower your foot to the mat. Nice. Let's come back down to seated on the mat. All right, so once you make your way down, and maybe you're seated on a chair, and that's okay too, we're gonna work into boat pose. So on a chair, you just lift your legs And here from the floor, I'll take my fingers behind my knees, roll my shoulders down and back, and start to lift my legs up. So this is one version of boat pose. This is boat pose as well. You feel the abdominals. You want to back your head up and go long through the spine. Roll your shoulders down and back. Now those of you that are steady here and you want to challenge, maybe you extend your arms out. Anybody want to take it into a full boat? Try straightening your legs. Woo! We're here for 3. Hold strong. We're here 2. We got this. 1. Release your feet. Make sure you've got plenty of mat behind you. Let's come to lying down. Take it slow all the way down. Once you make your way to your back, let's draw the knees in for a little squeeze. This stretches out the lower back. And then place your feet on the mat for supine pigeon. Let's take the right leg, lift it up. Bend your right knee, place your right ankle on your left thigh. Push your right knee away from you and keep your right foot flexed. Those of you that want more, lift your gaze and thread the needle. Take your hands between the right leg and the left leg and grab a hold of the back of the left leg and lay back down. You can use your right elbow to push the right knee away from you. Oh, that feels so good. It really is a great stretch for your hips. I know in golf you try to keep your knees kind of more together as you take that swing. So this is a bit of a counter stretch from all your golf swings. Hopefully it feels really good. It's also great if your low back gets tender or tight. It's a great release for the lower back. Let's release mindfully. Place the left foot down. Send your right leg up and place your right foot down on the mat. All right, here we go. Second side. Left leg lifts up. Left ankle to the right thigh. Maybe I use my hand to push the knee open. Keep the left foot flexed. And then lift the gaze and thread the needle. This time the left hand sweeps between the legs, meets the right hand at the back of the right thigh. And then you lie back down. Intensify the stretch by pulling the right knee towards your chest. Keeping the left foot flexed. Keep pushing the left knee away from you. Maybe you notice something about your body. Is one side tighter than the other? That's not at all uncommon. Hopefully you're feeling a stretch right through the outside of the thigh there as you lie back and enjoy the stretch. Whew. Release slowly. Lower the right foot and then the left foot to the mat. Let's finish it up with a twist. First, hug both knees into your chest and give yourself a little squeeze. Then let's release the left leg down, pull the right knee in, and guide the right leg across your body to the left. Make any little adjustments. I'd rather you keep your shoulders on the mat than try to get your knee down. Your arms can sweep like the letter T or goddess arms, whatever you have room for, and then turn your gaze in the opposite direction of your leg. Just feeling that delicious stretch. Unravel slowly and hug both knees back into your chest, neutralizing your spine. And here we go, second side. Right leg releases down, left knee pulls in, breathe it in. And as you exhale, guide your left leg to the right. Turn your gaze to the left. Maybe your arms are out like the letter T or whatever you did on the first side. Try to do the same thing here on your second side. How's your body breathing? How does it feel? This posture is an opportunity to let go and to release. I hope it feels good. Now begin to unravel your twist and draw both knees into your chest. If you'd like to take a nice long Shavasana, go ahead and lie down on your mat, close your eyes and enjoy. When you're ready, come on up to seated. Thank you so much for joining me for Yoga for Golfers today. I'd be interested to know if this helps your game, just like it did for my friends back in Palm Springs, California. So be sure to subscribe, comment below, and let me know how this is helping your game. Or if there's any other videos you'd like to see that might help some aspect of your life, I'd love to do more yoga with you. From my heart to yours, namaste.